Welcome to all for ABVK group of institutions. Today I'm going to take that social science, grade 6, lesson number 11, geography, globes and maps. So today we are going to discuss about the globes and map, children. So first point, what we have to learn in this lesson, what are the competencies will be there to understand the importance and uses of the globe. First you have to understand what is the globe and what is the uses of the globe. And second point, understand the types of map and essential components of the map making. So first you want to understand the what you mean by maps and what are the types of maps and what are the essential components of the map for making. Third point, interpreting on the uses of geographical signs and symbols and maps. We have to know the geographical symbols and signs in the map. And fourth one, mastering the art of map reading. What are the things are there to understand the map? These are the things we are going to learn in this lesson. First thing, children, globe. What do you mean by globe? What is the shape of the globe? The earth is a geoid shape. What is the shape of the earth? The earth is a geoid shape and represented by the globe. Okay, the photographs are taken from the photographs are taken of the from the satellite and give a real picture of the shape of the earth. The earth is a geoid shape and it will represent the globe. So the what is the shape of the earth? The shape of the earth is orange, like a spherical shape. And next, the photographs taken of the earth from the satellite, it will give a real shape of the earth, but we can see only one side of the earth. Yes or no, children? The globe is a model of the earth. What is the model of the earth? Globe is a model of the earth. The globe is a small scale, three-dimensional. What is the globe? The globe is a small scale and also three-dimensional shape. So it is a model of the earth. What is a model of the earth? Globe is a model of the earth. What do you mean by globe? Globe is a small model of the earth. Globe is a small model of the earth and it is mounted on the axis. On that it is created like a rotate freely, just like an earth. How the globe will rotate? It will rotate as a freely, okay, like a earth only. It is one of the model of the earth. The line of latitude and longitude are drawn on the map. See, in the map we can see the lines. Yes or no? These are the lines. What we will call? We will call as an imaginary line. In that imaginary line, they have two types. What are the two types? One is a latitude and another one is a longitude. So latitude and longitude, there are the two imaginary lines are there on the map. Next thing, we have to move on the next thing, children. What are the features of the globe? Now you know what do you mean by globe. Globe is a small model of the earth. It is one of the model to understand about the earth. So the that what I told, that satellites will give the one side of the shape, but the globe will give us full body, otherwise full shape of the earth. Yes or no? It is very easy to locate the places with the freely. It will move as a freely. And what are the features of the globe? What are the features of the globe? The globe is a miniature model of the earth. First point, children, what is the globe? The globe is a miniature model of the earth, and it is true about the representation of the earth's spherical shape. What is the shape of that? It is the spherical shape of the earth, and it is not flat as seen in the map. Map is a flat shape, but we have to see the globe. It is not the flat, okay, it is a spherical shape. And also it will give us many information about the earth. It will give us many information about the features of the earth. What it will give? Globe will give for us. And also it is one of the simple teaching learning aid. What is a simple teaching learning aid? A global is a simple teaching learning aid. And also it can keep on the, where we can keep it, it can keep on the table. Is there no where we can keep? We can keep it on the table, and it is rotate like a very easily. How it will rotate? Very easily it will rotate. And also it helps us to learn the geographical concept. Yes, main thing is geographical concept. If you want to understand about the geographical lesson, means it is very must and should you have to know the globes. Yes or no? It will help us to understand the geographical concept. What globe will help us to understand the geographical concept. Next, what are the uses are there in the globe? The globe is useful to know about the shape of the earth. First point, we have to know the shape of the earth with the help of globe. And second point, it helps us to understand the position. What help us to understand the position? Globe help us to understand the position, shape and size, continents, oceans, seas. Yes or no? With the help of globe, we can identify and we can understand these things. Third point, the line of latitude, longitude on the globe help us to locate the places on the political boundary. With the help of globe, we can locate the places like imaginary lines. Which are the imaginary lines are there? There are two, which are those latitude and longitude. With the help of these lines, we have to locate the places and political boundaries, means state, country. These are the things we have to locate. And a fourth point, a good globe help us to understand an inclination of the axis. So a good globe help us to understand the inclination. What you mean by inclination means tendons. It's overagground, okay, on the axis, where in the axis is nothing but imaginary lines. And how movement of the earth. So how many movements are there on the earth, children? There are two movements, which are those rotation and revolution. So these are the effect will be there on the earth. Yes or no? There are two effects will be there. It will affect on the earth. Two movements. Which are those? What it will affect on the earth means the rotation cause the day and night. Revolution cause the seasons. Rotation cause the day and night. Revolution cause the seasons. And it gives us general information about the geographical features. Globe will give the general information about the globe, children. Mountains, plateau, plains, deserts, island, what are there in the physical features on the environment. No, that information we can see in the globe. So what is the globe? A globe is a round and represent all planet. Okay, see, a globe is a round and represent as a whole planet. A globe shows that countries, continent and oceans. What it shows? Globe shows that countries, continent and oceans. Now you understood what is a globe, what is the features of the globe and what is the uses of globe. Next we have to move on the map. What is a map? Map is a flat drawing on the place. Map is a flat drawing on the place of a part of the world is known as a map. Map is a flat drawing of the place or part of the world is known as a map. So what is the uses of map? The globe can give us only general information. Children, see, first only I told the globe will give us very general information about the earth. But maps are essential to get the detailed information about the places. Globe will give only the general information. Map will give us detailed information about the places. And what are the information they will give? State, country, and also other geographical features. For example, state, country, continent, oceans, mountains. These are the things with the help of maps we can know that. Yes or no? Who will give for us? Map will give the information for us. And what is that? The diagrammatic representation of the whole earth is called as a map. The diagrammatic representation of the whole earth or part of the earth or flat surface according to the scale is called as a map. Understood now, children? What is a map? A diagrammatic representation of the whole earth or the part of it on the flat surface according to the scale is known as a map. And the science and art of map making, the science and art of the map making is known as a cartography. What do you mean by cartography? The science and art of map making is known as a cartography. So the collection of the various types of maps bound as a book is known as a atlas. Children, what do you mean by atlas? Atlas is nothing but book of map. So the collection of various types of map. Okay, collection of various types of map bound with the book is known as a atlas. And what are the types? How many types are there on the map? See, children, we have to divide it as a two types. First one is a map based on the scale. Second one, map based on the purpose. There are divided into the two types on the maps. One is map based on the scale. Second one, map based on the purpose. In the map based on the scale, there are two types. Again, large scale map, small scale map. In the large scale map, one is cadastral map and another one is a small scale map. See, large scale map, there are two types, cadastral map, topographical maps. And wherever again we are coming on the small scale maps, means they have two types, wall maps and atlas. Understood? Now these are coming from the map based on the scale. Now we have to move on the second one. Second types means that is map based on the purpose. In that map based on the purpose, physical map, political map, distribution map. These are the main types are there on the maps, children. So now we have to learn one by one in detail. Okay, on the basis of scale and purpose, map has classified into the two types. First one, map based on the scale. What is there on the map based on the scale? So with that map based on the scale, we have divided into the two types. One is a large scale map. What the large scale map shows, these maps represent a small area. Large scale map represent the small area. And it can divided into the two types. Which one? Large scale map will be then it will divided into the two types. Example, topographical, example, cadastral map and topographical map. How many types are there, children? In the large scale map, there are two types. One is a cadastral maps. It will shows that individual property, and topographical map shows that detailed surface on the features. Cadastral shows that individual property. Topographical map shows that detailed surface of the features. Next, we have to move on the small scale map. Large scale map and small scale map. They represent, small scale map represent the large areas like a world, continent and countries. They also two types. Small scale map, they represent the large area. For example, world, continent and countries. There are two types. One is a wall map and another one is a atlas. There are two types, wall maps and atlas. So wall maps are the larger size. Wall maps are larger size compared to atlas. Wall map are very large size. They also used to teaching aids in the classroom. What we are using? Wall maps, globes, these are the things we are using like a teaching aids. Yes or no? When we are explaining to the children, so the teacher has used to the globes and maps and everything in the classroom. They can show that general information about the such political division and physical features. See, in the maps we can see that physical division and, sorry, political division and physical features. See children, this is a political division and this is the physical division of the map. The map and atlas are both the same, but size only variety will be there. See, there are the size different between the size. The map in the atlas are smaller in the size, but they also give us same information, where map and atlas will give same information. So next we have to move on the second type. First one we finished, children, map based on the scale. There are two types, large scale map and small scale map. Now we have to move on the second one type, that is map based on the purpose. Map based on the purpose, there are known as a thematic map. What is the map based on the purpose? We will call it as a thematic map also. They can classified as follows. They has the three types. Okay, what are the three types? First one, physical map. Physical map, it is shows that it represent the physical features such as a mountain, plateau, plains, rivers, etc. What it will represent? Physical map, it will represent that mountains, plateau, plains, rivers, etc. What about the political map? The political map shows that political boundaries between the state, countries, continent and other location areas. See, the boundaries will be then, it will show us that the boundaries of the states, countries, continent and other location, where we can see in the political map. Next we have to move on the distribution map. So political map shows that state boundary of the states, countries, continent, like that. And the physical map, it shows that mountain, plains, rivers, plateau, like that. The distribution map shows that distribution are definite features such as the land use, temperature, rainfall, population, soil, natural vegetation. Vegetation is nothing but plant life, crops, minerals, industries, railway, roads, waterway, etc. These are the things where we can see, children, we can see in the distribution map. These maps are used to show the distribution or definite feature such as the land use, temperature, rainfall, population, soil, natural vegetation, crops, minerals, industries, railway, roads, waterways, like that. These are the things where we can see in the distribution map. See, children, this is the example of the distribution maps. See, the green color shows that forest and red color shows that soil, different types of soil where it is located, and they are mentioned in the box. Okay, these are the distribution maps. Next, we have to move on the component of the map. Next, we have to move on the components of the map. See, children, the basic component of the good map has a title. Without title, you cannot understand which map it is, what they are mentioned, how it is, and all. Yes or no? So that's why a good map has a title, scale, latitudes, and longitude, direction, and index. So what is a title? See, children, every map must and should have the suitable title. See, for example, without given the heading, I given these things means you cannot understand. Yes or no? So that's why I given the components of the map. Then I given one by one points. So now you will understand very easily. Yes, ma'am is explaining for the component of the map. Yes or no? The every map must have suitable title which tell us content of the map, which tell us the content of the map. What you are explaining, that should be there in the content, like a title. So example, India physical features are Indian political, etc. And what is the scale? Scale is a ratio between the distance. A scale is a ratio between the distance on the map and the corresponding distance on the ground. A scale is a ratio between the distance. What is the distance on the map or places one place to another place? How with the help of scale we have to know. On the ground, it helps us to know the distance between the two places. Scale helps us to know the distance between the two places on the ground. The distance between 2 points on the map are closer than the actual distance of the map. Yes or no? The two distance of the between the 2 points on the map are closer than the actual distance on the map. Next, third point, we have to learn that latitude and longitude. The latitude and longitude are the imaginary lines. See, children, latitude and longitude are the imaginary lines, and it parallel to the, it will rotate like a east to west direction. How it will move? The lines, the parallels will move on the east west direction. So next, what is the longitude? Longitude are the imaginary line which the lines are move like that meridian lines. It will move on the north to south pole. It will move to north to south pole. Okay, they are grid. Grid is nothing but network lines. Okay, network imaginary line. It helps us to find the location, distance, direction, and place on the map. What help us to find the distance, direction, and all, children? It will help us to find the distance, latitude, and longitude. Next, directions. Direction in a map is shown by the symbols. Okay, on the map we can see the symbols, arrows with the letter N. Yes, no, children, if you are find the north N, if you are finding this, you can easily find for other direction. How many directions are there? Mainly we are divided into 4 direction: north, south, east, west, and also we can see the northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. These are the main direction. With the help of map we can understand. Next, we have to move on the index or key. Index or key. What do you mean by index? Means the symbol used to represent any features. A symbol used to represent any features is called as a index. So the index is an important component and represent all features shown on the map various colors. Symbols used to represent any features are called index. The index is an important component and it will represent the features shown on the map. And also they are using various colors. Symbols are used in the index. Example, blue color shows water bodies, green color shows lowland. See, children, index, international boundary means like that. Okay, state boundary, district boundary, taluk boundary, boundaries along with the river, national capital, state capital, big city, like that it is there on the index. Okay, and next we have to move on the uses of map. What is the uses of the map, children? Map help us in the many ways. Map help us in many ways, and map help us to locate the places like a town, cities, districts, and states, countries, and continents. Okay, they show us the physical features such as the mountains, plateau, plains, coastal areas, highland, etc. And the map help us to know the major routes of the transport. There are three types of transport such as road transport, water transport, and air transport. These are the things with the help of map we can know. And for next point, they help us to understand the distribution of the crops and minerals industries like that. So the map will help us to understand the distribution map, like where the crops are grown more, where we can see the minerals, where we can find the more industrials like that. And maps are very important and military people at the time of war. Okay, maps are very important for military people at the time of the war and security. For the security, they are using more for the map. And also map guide the tourist to the reach their destination. Map will guide for the tourist to reach their destination, and also it is one of the teaching aids in the classroom. What maps are teaching aid into the classroom? They are also very easy to carry. These are very easy to carry. These are the points in the uses of map. Next, we have to move on the geographical symbols. The symbol or sign stand for the object. See children, the sign or symbol stand for the object. They use the symbols used on the map same all over the world. What we are seeing on the index and all, no, it is same all over the world. They are using same symbols, and the symbols will give us information, lot of information. See, for example, this plus mark, if you are saying this, you know that that is a charge. See, that line will be there, that is card track. If you see this one, you can see that it is a battlefield. And if you are seeing that tomb, you can understand it's a tomb. Yes or no? See the trees and all, which tree it is? Confucius tree, date, plum, high grass, cactus, bamboo, scattered trees, like that. With the help of symbols, you can understand the place with a lot of information. And also we can see symbols as well as colors, children. When we are looking to the globe or map, you can see the different colors. Yes or no? When you look at the physical map, you can see the different colors. These colors represent the physical features in the physical map. What it will represent? It will represent the physical features on the map. What they will represent? See, the color symbols. Blue color shows that like a ocean, sea, lakes, rivers. Yes or no? So blue color shows that water bodies like a ocean, sea, lakes, rivers. And green color, what the green color shows, children? Green color shows that lowland and plains. Okay, lowland are plains. What do you mean by plains? Flat lands are called plains. Yellow color shows that highlands are land higher than the plains. Okay, so the yellow color of the highlands are lowland than the plains. Next, brown color shows that it is a lower part of the mountain. Brown color shows that lower part of the mountain. Dark brown color shows high mountains. Okay, brown color just it will shows as a lower part of the mountain, and dark brown color it will shows that high mountains. And next one, white and purple color shows that snow covered area. So like that, in the physical features, they are given that different colors. With the help of colors, we can identify the physical features where it is more these things. And next we have to move on the map reading. Children, if you want to read the map, means you have to know the meaning of the symbols. First we have to know the symbols, meaning of the symbols, and just as you need to know the letters, as well as we have to know the letters are alphabetical meaning. So with the meaning, without meaning and without symbols, you cannot understand, we cannot reading the map. With the help of meanings, with the help of symbols and colors, you can identify or you can read the map very well. Okay, to know the meaning, colors, lines, symbols are help us to understand the map. Colors, signs, symbols, letters will understand the map very easily. And they have the skills. If you want to read the map, means there are three types of skills, children. Which are those? Means one is locate the places, to locate the places. So how you will locate the places on the map? we have to know the latitude and longitude. If you want to locate, if you want to understand, if you want to read the map, means you have to understand the locating the places where the latitude and where the longitude. With the help of latitude and longitude, you have to locate the places on which the place is located and where you want to locate it. And second one, to find the direction. The symbol of the arrow painting the sea, the find the direction, the symbol of the arrow pointing to the north. If it is pointing to the north, means what you will feel, see it will find on the north, means it is that north direction. If you are find north direction, you can find other three direction very easily. And third one, to find the distance. What is the, how you will find the distance? The scale given on the map help us to know the distance between the two places. What help us to find the two places? The scale help us to find the distance between the two places. These are the things we are learned in this class, children. See what you are learned. What is the mean by globe, and what is the uses of globe, the features of the globe, and what you mean by maps, meaning of the map, and features of the map, uses of the map, types of the map, and what is the uses of reading map, and skills of the map. Symbols, geographical symbol, these are the things we are learned in this class. I hope everyone understood. So thank you, children, thank you so much.